Alright, good morning. This is JJ back in my kitchen here again, and I'm just going to show you some of the first process of what I do to process this tapioca starch. But first I was going to just show you a few different brands that I picked up here along the way. It can be average about, you know, $3 to over $5 sometimes. Goya puts out a brand. I've been using this a lot in the past. This is the thing with this though. You buy them at the store. You can tell if they're old or not. You might want to look at the date. And this date says, you know, it's within date, but sometimes there's not a big turnover, so they're next to, let's say, dish detergent. I mean, laundry, you know, detergent or something that can pick up the smell. And sometimes I've had that experience where it comes into the starch and then it just tastes like jasmine or some flowery. It doesn't taste like it should taste. And so it kind of depends on, you know, you can smell, you know, or you can just ask how long it's been there. I found this at a health food store the other day, really good price, and I think it's the same. It's actually 20 ounces, and this is 24, so it's a little bit less, but I got this for, it was $4.89, then it was on sale for $3.99, and then I got $1 off that with a coupon, so got it for $3. And I'm gonna try this out. I was at another Asian store, and I found some brands there. I believe this one here was only $1. I have not tried these kinds yet, so I'm gonna in the future, if I like one of these, I might just go ahead and go with it. And they also, you know, in the back it just says, you know, 98% tapioca and 2% water. I'm not sure how water can get dried, but as far as, I guess, I'm not sure what else they would put in these. Maybe they don't have to label it, I'm not sure. So you might want to just go with I'm pretty sure Goya is, you know, it just says tapioca, you know, on it, as far as the, you know, like the ingredient. This is, I was going to show you this. I got this. I'm going to just try out. This is a water chestnut powder. Water chestnut powder. So I'm going to see if I can do the same kind of thing. You just mix it up some, use some other different kinds of, see if I get some different flavors in there, and I might like it. But I just wanted to show you some of those ingredients. This is another gari you may see. This is different. This is the yucca that's been ground up, ground up, and roasted, or like toasted in a big. I used to make this when I was a kid. We had a big paddle, and we would huge fire pan. We would make. My dad would grow this, and we would make it from the very start. We would grind it up, squeeze the juice out, toast it up. But that's something different. This doesn't act like the other. Anyways, getting back to, but at the same time, this is something that we can, as far as it doesn't act like the other, it doesn't melt, and doesn't, you can't make that kind of bread because it just doesn't stick together when it gets hot. But this is another fantastic. I eat this all the time. I make a meal with garlic, onion, you know, sauteed with, and I mix all kinds of other good stuff in here, like coconut and cashew nut, ground up cashew nut to walnut to Brazil nut, you know, a lot of different things I put in this make it good. Instead of using rice, that's our whole purpose in these videos, to steer us away from grains. So I will show you briefly the first part of this video, is just the first part of this process, and then we will I will finish the videos on a different day, but because it's a process, it's a step, and as you watch you will understand why it would be a step. But anyways, I just put one of these bags. I actually did this one this time, and I just put it inside this container, and then I just fill it up with water, and you can just let it sit. You can let it sit overnight, you can let it sit for a couple of days, no biggie. And what's going to happen is the starch is going to separate, the water is going to be it's all going to sink to the bottom of the starch, and you can cover it, whatever. But after it settles, what you're going to be able to do is drain this water off fine. And you see, I'm going to dump it here. Tip upside down, it doesn't come out. Pretty solid stuff. Anyways, then I get an old cloth, a plate here. You can use any cloth. You can maybe even use a paper towel, but it might stick to it more. I like cloth because I'll leave this to dry about a day or so, you know. There's no exact timing on this, but I shall then take this out. This stuff's pretty solid, this being a different brand, but I have let this sit for a good bit. I let it sit actually for a couple of days, and then I put it in the fridge for another couple of days, so that's probably why it's acting the way it is, but no biggie. What we want to do is just take this out, and as it sets, it's going to turn back into a powder almost, but it's going to be a powder that's wettish, and that's what we're looking for. And you're probably wondering, okay, why can't you just take this stuff here and then just do the same thing? It doesn't work that way, because that's just you need some moisture in here. And when I was in Brazil, where I grew up, you could just buy this stuff fresh on the streets, and they actually call it, you know, tapioca. They call this product here, they call it the final product when you do it in the pan, you know, tapioca. But this was called goma. So we would buy goma just fresh on the street, and we could take it home, and it had a really great aroma to it, you know, and you could tell it's just fresh, good stuff. And I'm not sure if they mixed a little bit of this with it, but fresh before they toast it, you know, if it was some of the, which we're going to do this. We're going to once we let this dry and get all the liquid kind of like dried out of it. This might be okay too. It's only going to take probably tonight. I might do this, and I'll make the second half of this video. It might take 3 parts here for us to get this done, but I just cover it up so flies don't get into it, and then I just let it set. Easy as that. And the next step we're going to do is put this through a strainer, break it up again, so it's the end result. The end product is going to be this moist, wettish kind of flour, meal, which we will then take some of the fresh stuff, which I will show you, mix with it, and then we're done. We can toast it up. We can make the flatbread. So if this sounds complicated, it's not really. It just takes time a bit, you know, the process of letting it set, getting the moisture out. First you're getting moisture back into it, and then you're getting it back out. So then it can act like you can use it, you know. So I trust this helps out, and until we make the next video, bye.